Hello friends, in last lecture we started new chapter, that is quadrilaterals. Over there we saw the very basic terminology related to quadrilateral as well as angle sum property and some question related to that. Now we'll continue with the same concept, that is angle sum property of the quadrilateral. So here is the very first question, that is I am taking from exercise 10.1. Exercise 10.1, question number 4, not 3, question number 4, page number 463. Question number 4, page number 463. The question is not even question number 4, that is easy, you can solve it, and we saw the similar question. So I am taking question number 5. The side BA and DC of quadrilateral ABCD, question is A, side BA and CD of quadrilateral ABCD are produced of quadrilateral ABCD are produced as shown in the figure. Find the value of x as shown in the figure. Find the value of x. Find x. So one quadrilateral is given. Okay, so this side is quadrilateral is ABCD. So side BA is produced and side CD, BA and CD. So BCD. Actually, in diagram it is they are producing DC. Yes, it's not CD. They are producing DC. Okay, DC. This. Okay, and this angle is 100 degree. This is 80 degree. This is the x. I think that we have to find. Angle B is 120 degree. This x you have to find, as well as the name of these points are it is written F and F on both sides. So here I am taking E and here I am taking F. Okay, so you have to find this value of x. So we can use the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. First we can find this angle with the help of linear pair axiom. So this will be 80. Then by applying this angle sum property of quadrilateral, if this is 80, so here sum is 120, 80, 200, 280. So we can find this, and then again by applying the linear pair axiom we will be able to get the value of x. So let us see how to find this. So angle EAD, solution, angle EAD plus angle DAB plus angle DAB is equal to 180 degree. So 100 plus angle DAB is equal to 180 degree. So here angle DAB is equal to 80 degrees. Okay, so here we got the measure of angle DAB, that is 80 degree. Here reason is linear pair axiom. Okay, now after this in quadrilateral ABCD, by angle sum property of quadrilateral, I can write angle DAB plus angle B plus angle BCD plus angle BCD plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. Okay, 360 degree. Now angle DAB, that is 80, we just obtain over here. This is 80 degree plus angle B, which is given 120 degree. then angle BCD that we have to find over here, and angle D that is 80 degree is equal to 360 degree. So therefore I can say angle BCD plus 280 equal to 360. 280 is equal to 360. So angle BCD is equal to 80 degrees. Okay, now I can write angle BCD plus x equal to 180 degree again by linear pair axiom. Okay, so therefore 80 plus x is equal to 180 degree, and hence I can say x is equal to 100 degree. So that value what we have to obtain. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next is question number 7 from the same exercise. Question number 7. Okay, in the figure ABCD is a square and triangle EDC is an equilateral triangle. It is given in the figure ABCD is a square and triangle EDC is an equilateral triangle. So what we have to do, we have to prove. What we have to prove? Prove that in this first one AE equal to BE, AE is equal to BE, and the second one angle DAE is equal to 15 degree. So let us see, it is given ABCD is a square. Okay, ABCD is a square and triangle CDE is an equilateral triangle. To prove BE, this AE is equal to BE, that we have to prove. Okay, so as I told you that we need congruency throughout the geometry portion, even in quadrilaterals, the next chapter, and the circles. So here actually we have to prove AE equal to BE. So ultimately I will try to prove triangle ADE and BCE congruent. If it is possible to prove these two triangles congruent, I can say AE equal to BE. Now this question we can say also belongs to the triangles only. Okay, so now it is given that ABCD is a square, so it means all if sides are equal, so AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. For a while I am saying of all sides is x. That means CD is also x. Now it is given triangle DEC is an equilateral triangle. That means all its sides are equal. It means AE equal to EC equal to DC. That means AE is also x, EC is also x, this is also x, this is also x. Now if come to these two triangles, that is EDA and ECB, this I can say DE equal to EC given, this I can say DA equal to CB given, because sides of square and over there sides of equilateral triangle. Now two parts we already have, they are equal. Now we need one more part, and that third part definitely I can't take the side, because that I need to prove. Okay, so anyhow I need angle also. Which angle? That is this angle. I need to prove this angle because two sides are already equal, and now I need included angle, which is angle EDA for this triangle and angle BCE for this triangle. Now I need to prove these two angles are equal. Now see, this is an square, so this angle is 90 degree. Similarly, this angle is 90 degree, isn't it? Now EDC is an equilateral triangle, so all its angles are equal. So this angle is 60 degree, this angle is also 60 degree. So 90 plus 60, this is 150. 90 plus 60, this is also 150. So I can say their angles are also equal, included angles are also equal. So I can say triangles will be congruent. It means I can say AE equal to BE by CPCT. Now we'll see its proof stepwise. So first I will write given ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square that is AD equal to, that is AB equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Now triangle EDC, or one thing more I can write, also angle, okay, let it be. Also it is given triangle AED, triangle A, not A, triangle EDC, triangle EDC is an equilateral triangle, that is I can say ED is equal to EC is equal to CD. Okay, to prove we have to prove two things. To prove, first one is AE equal to BE, and the second one that we have to prove angle DAE is equal to 15 degree. See, here it is given to prove this as well as this. So if you want to prove DA equal to 50 degree, by default you need to prove this. Why? See, we need to prove this angle is 15 degree. Now right now we saw this is 90, this is 60, so this is 150. Now to get the measure of angle DEA, we have to say that this angle and this angle are equal, because DA equal to AE. Okay, so DA equal to AE, when we say, then we can say angles in a triangle, if two sides are equal, then opposite angles are equal. So we have the measure of these two angles equal, and hence by applying the angle sum property we will be able to get the measure of this angle. So now let us see its proof. First of all, we have to show that this angle DA and this angle ECB are equal. So let us start. Okay, so here I can start with ED equal to EC equal to CD. Okay, ED is equal to EC is equal to CD, that is first given. Also AB equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD, that is given. From first and second I can say AD is equal to AE. AD is equal to AE. AD is equal to DE. AD is equal to DE. Let it be third one. Now angle ADC. Now angle ADC is equal to angle BCD. Angle BCD. Let us be fourth. Each 90. Each 90 I can say given, or each 90 as ABCD is a square. Okay. Now angle EDC. Now angle EDC is equal to angle ECD. Angle ECD is equal to 90 degree. Let this be fourth, is equal to 60 degree. Let it be fifth. Reason, here reason I can directly write as ABCD is a square. Okay, here as triangle ECD, as triangle ECD is an equilateral triangle. Okay, adding fourth and fifth, adding fourth and fifth, I can say angle ADC plus angle EDC is equal to angle BCD plus angle ECD is equal to 90 plus 60. Therefore, now see, angle ADC plus EDC is angle ADE. Angle ADE is equal to angle BCE. Angle BCE is equal to 150 degree. Let this be sixth. Okay, now we come to these two triangles. Here we can say AD equal to BC given, DE equal to EC given, and this angle ADE equal to BCE from 6. Hence we can say triangles are congruent. So note it down up to this point, then we see its solution further. Okay, that I wrote just to explain you, so I am moving this. Okay, now we'll see its solution further over here. Okay, so now in triangle, okay, now in triangle AD, in triangle ADE and triangle BCE and triangle BCE. Okay, AD equal to BC, AD is equal to BC, that is given. Okay, because all sides are given and we included that thing in the given portion. Then DE equal to EC, or before that angle ADE, angle ADE is equal to angle BCE, BCE, it is, I can write from 6th, and DE equal to EC, DE is equal to EC, that is again given. So therefore I can say triangle ADE, triangle ADE, therefore triangle ADE is congruent to triangle BCE, triangle ADE is congruent to triangle BCE by side angle side. Therefore I can say AE equal to BE, therefore AE is equal to BE, hence prove the first one, hence prove the first one, AE equal to BE, reason CPCT. Okay, now we'll see the okay, now we need AD equal to DE. Okay, why we need AD equal to DE? Because now on the basis equal to DE, I will say these two angles are equal, and then I apply the angle sum property in this triangle to get the measure of this angle, that is DAE. So now AD is equal to, now AD is equal to D. From where I got this? From equation number 3rd, or I can write proved above. So from 3rd, I will say AD equal to D. Therefore I can say angle opposite to AD, that is angle opposite to AD, that is angle AED, that is angle AED is equal to angle opposite to DE, that is DAE, that is angle DAE. Now why these two angles will be equal? Again I have to write a reason. What reason? That in a triangle, if two sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. So here I will write, in a triangle, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, let it be equation number I think that was 6, so this is the equation number 7th, equation number 7th. Now next I need this 6th one. Here angle ADE is equal to 150 degree. So now I will apply the angle sum property. Now in triangle ADE, by angle sum property of triangle, I can say angle AED plus angle DAE plus angle ADE plus angle ADE is equal to 180 degree. Now here I can write angle DAE plus angle DAE plus angle ADE is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so here twice of angle DAE, twice of angle DAE plus, okay, first of all here I have to write reason. What reason? I replaced angle AED is equal to angle DAE, and that I took from 7th. Okay, now angle DAE, okay, here sorry, DAE plus DAE, that is twice of DAE, and now angle ADE, see AD equal to 150, that is equal to 180. So here I will write angle ADE is equal to 150 from 6th. that I took from 6th. So twice angle DAE, twice angle DAE is equal to 30 degree, and hence I can say angle DAE is equal to 15 degrees. So here I will write hence proof second. Okay, so that is all about its solution. Please note it down, then I will explain you the complete thing once again in short, but first of all note it down. Okay, so here we have to prove AE equal to BE and DA equal to 15 degree, and that this quadrilateral is a square, triangle is an equilateral triangle. So to prove AE equal to BE, what I have to do, prove these two triangles congruent. Now see, it's a square and one of the side of the square is the side of triangle. So it's simple that all sides of a square and all sides of triangle will be equal to each other. So if we talk about these two triangles, we have already ED equal to EC and AD equal to BC. Now we need one more angle. So this is 90 degree and this is 60 degree. So by adding these will get 150. Similarly over here 150. So we can say triangles are congruent by side angle side. So by CPCT AE equal to BE. Now as I told you, all sides of square and sides equilateral triangle are equal. That means this side equal to this side. So this angle will be equal to this angle. Now by applying the angle sum property of triangle, I have the measure of this is 150. So this plus this, and these two are equal. So let it be x. X plus x plus 150 equal to 280. So 2x equal to 30. Hence each of these angle has measure 30 degree. Okay, now we'll see the next question, that is question number 8. It is given if O is a point. See, however, this particular question, question number 8 as well as question number 9 are actually belongs to the triangle chapter, that is the inequality of the triangle. But as they are given over here, we will see how to solve these two questions. I will try to give you one for both over here, otherwise I will give you one for your homework and remaining one we will see over here. So first we will see question number 8. It is given O is a point in the interior of quadrilateral ABCD. O is a point inside the quadrilateral ABCD, inside the quadrilateral ABCD. Show that OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is greater than equal to AC plus BD. Show that OA plus OB plus OC plus OD either it is greater than or equal to sum of its diagonal AC plus BD. See, it is given O is the point inside the quadrilateral. It is not given where it is. It should be inside the quadrilateral. So this is the quadrilateral. See, whenever it is given quadrilateral, do not draw a special type of quadrilateral. That means do not draw square or rhombus or rectangle or parallelogram, kite or trapezium. Okay. it should be a simple quadrilateral. It should not resemblance to any of the special type of quadrilateral. So here the quadrilateral is ABCD. Now we have to O is a point. Now suppose I take O as the intersection of the diagonals. It's quite possible that O is the intersection of the quadrilateral. So if I say O is the intersection of the uh, intersection point of the diagonal, so simply see here I can write AO or OA plus OC is equal to AC, then OB plus OD is equal to BD. Now if I add these, so I will get OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is equal to AC plus BD, isn't it? So here we have to prove OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is either it is equal or greater. So if O lies on the diagonal, this will be equal, but if O is not over here, suppose this is the point O, then it will be greater than. So let us see its proof stepwise. So here we have given O is a point inside quadrilateral ABCD, inside the quadrilateral ABCD. To prove what we have to prove, OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is greater than equal to to prove OA plus OB plus OC plus OD greater than equal to AC plus BD. So we'll take two different cases. Okay, in its proof case 1, when O is the intersection point, when O is the intersection point of, okay, case 1, when O is the intersection point of AC and BD. So something like this will be the diagram. Okay, A, B, C, D. I am taking O as the intersection point of the AC and BD. This is point O. So here I can write AO plus CO is equal to AC, then BO plus DO is equal to BD. Adding first and second, we get AO plus BO plus CO, or if I do write in that way, OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is greater than AC plus BD. Let it be third. Now we'll see the case 2, when O is not the intersection point of AC and BD. Now case 2, when O is not the intersection point of AC and BD. Okay, when O is not the intersection point of AC and BD. So again for the same diagram, okay, if I say this is A, B, C and D. Now this is O somehow. Okay, Okay, and this is point O. So in this case it's little bit easier to prove. Simply see, I can say AO plus OC is greater than AC in triangle AOC. Okay, do one thing. Mm, okay, note it down up to this point, then I will give you the remaining solution. It's a matter of only 2 or 3 more lines, but note it down up to this point. Include this diagram over here as well. Okay, so remaining portion I am doing over here. Now in triangle, now in triangle AOC, in triangle AOC, I can write OA plus OC is greater than AC. Reason? What is the reason? Let this is equation number 4th. Reason, in a triangle sum of two sides is greater than third side. Okay. Now in triangle BOD, now in triangle BOD, OB plus OD is greater than BD. Let it be 5th. For these two we have same reason, so I am writing over here, in a triangle sum of two sides is greater than third. That I am leaving for you. You have to write that reason. In a triangle sum of two sides is greater than third side. Adding fourth and fifth. Adding fourth and fifth. If I add fourth and fifth, what I will get? OA plus OB plus OB plus OC plus OD is greater than AC plus BD. Okay, this is equation number 6. Now if I combine third and sixth, I can write OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is either equal to or greater than AC plus BD. So that will be my last concluding line. So that, okay, so note it down up to this point, then I will write that last line. Okay, so from, okay, last concluding line, from third and sixth, I can write OA plus OB plus OC plus OD is greater than equal to AC plus BD. Hence proof. Okay, so after this we'll see the next question, that is question number 9th. Okay, so now we'll start question number 9th. That is again a question actually belong to triangle. Whenever there will be a WRT, or if there is any test in which triangle chapter is included, consider these two questions in the triangle chapter, not in the quadrilateral chapter. Okay, it is given only in this, that's why I am giving a solution right now. Otherwise these two questions belongs to triangles. Okay, now question number 9th. Okay, in the given figure ABCD is a quadrilateral and AC is one of its diagonal. Question: in the given figure ABCD is a quadrilateral and AC is its diagonal, and AC is its diagonal. So we have to prove three things. Okay, prove that so ABCD is a quadrilateral in this way. Something like this is given. ABCD. Okay, AC is one of its diagonal. So here we have given quadrilateral ABCD simply with diagonal AC. To prove, we have to prove three things. First we have to prove, see, first one is very easy, sum of all four sides is greater than twice of AC. We have to prove AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than twice AC. It's simple. If I apply the inequality, that is sum of two sides is greater than third, I can say AB plus BC is greater than AC. Then again AD plus DC is greater than AC. Okay, and by adding these two I will get this result. Second, that you have to prove AB BC CD, AB plus BC plus CD is greater than AD. AB plus BC plus CD is greater than DA or AD. And third, that you have to prove again sum of all sides, that is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than sum of the diagonals, that is AC plus BD is greater than AC plus BD. So let us see the solution one by one. Okay, so proof. Now in triangle, or before saying the name of the triangle, I directly write in a triangle, sum of two sides is greater than sum of two sides is greater than its third side. Therefore I can write in triangle ABC, therefore AB plus BC, okay, therefore AB plus BC is greater than AC, that is a first, and AD plus DC, and AD plus DC is greater than AC, that is second. Adding first and second, we get what we get. AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus AC, that is twice AC. Hence proof first. Okay, now think for the second how you will prove the second one, as well as note it down up to this. Okay, now see, one thing that should come in your mind, here I wrote AB plus BC is greater than AC. Definitely I need to prove this, so I wrote AB plus BC is greater than AC. Otherwise there are two more versions of same inequality. That means here I wrote AB plus BC is greater than AC. I can also write BC plus AC is greater than AB, or AC plus AB is greater than BC. Okay, so in a triangle we can apply this particular theorem or inequality in three different ways. So this type of result will over here. See, here we have AB plus BC plus CD is greater than DA. So first of all, here AB plus BC is greater than AC. So I will start with that only. Now in triangle ABC, I can write AB plus BC is greater than AC. Okay, let this will be equation number 3. Now see, I need CD on this side, that means on the left hand side, DA on the right hand side. So if I select this triangle and I do write the same concept in different way, as I need DA on the right hand side, so I can write DC plus AC is greater than DA. So what happened with this, as I need CD on the left hand side, that I will get, as I need AD on the right hand side, that I will get, but this AC I will be get on the left hand side. So this AC and this AC will cancel out each other. See, now in triangle ACD, I can write AC plus CD plus AC, CD plus AC is greater than DA. Okay, CD plus CD plus AC is greater than DA. By doing so, first, as I was needing that I was needing D on the left hand side, so I got that, as well as I was in need to DA should be on the right hand side, so I also get that, but one extra term, that AC, I got on the left hand side. Now if you observe these two here, AC is on left hand side as well as on right hand side, so when we add these two we can cancel this AC with that AC. So now on adding third and fourth, now on adding third and fourth, what will get, AB plus BC plus CD plus AC is greater than AC plus DA. Simply I can cancel this AC from both sides. If I cancel the same quantity from both sides, the inequality remains same. You can understand, suppose I have 2 plus 3 plus 5 is greater than 3 plus 1, isn't it? So even though if I cancel this 3 from both sides, inequality remains same. So here I will get AB plus BC plus CD is greater than DA. So here, that is hence proof second one. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the third one, that is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. Okay, so now we'll see the third one. And if you can observe that in third one there is one more diagonal BD, so here we need this diagonal BD as well. So now in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC I can write AB plus BC is greater than AC. Now in triangle ADC, in triangle ADC I can write CD plus AD, CD plus DA is greater than AC. Now if I take diagonal BD, then I can write in triangle ABD, in triangle ABD, and AB plus AD, AB plus DA is greater than BD. Now, in triangle BCD, BCD I can write BC plus CD, BC plus CD is greater than BD. So here it was up to fourth, let this is fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Now by adding these four, see if you observe on the left hand side you are going to get AB plus BC plus CD plus AD twice. 2 times AB is there, 2 times BC is there, 2 times CD is there, and 2 times AD is there. And on the right hand side we have AC and BD 2, so that 2 and 2 will cancel. So on adding fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth, we get what we get 2 times AB. Okay, we get AB plus BC plus CD plus DA plus AB plus DA. I'm writing term to term, AB BC, okay, this, then CD DA, then ABD, and finally BCCD plus BC plus CD is greater than AC plus BD plus BD. Okay, therefore I will get 2 times of AB plus 2 times of BC plus 2 times of CD plus 2 times of DA is greater than 2 times of AC plus BD. Now when I cancel this 2 and 2, finally I can write AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. Hence proof. Please note it down. Okay, so I hope you got this. See, what I did, simply I applied the theorem. In a triangle, sum of two sides is greater than its third side. This theorem applied throughout this question. Each and almost in every section this theorem was being applied. So here in the last section, what I did, first I took triangle ABC. Here I applied AB plus BC is greater than AC. See, here this BD gives me that hint that I have to take all the triangles. So AB plus BC is greater than AC. Then I took DC plus AD is greater than AC. So 2 times AC came on the right hand side over here only. Now I was in need of these 4 sides once again. So I took 2 more triangles that contains diagonal BD. So I wrote AB plus AD is greater than BD, and then BC plus CD is greater than BD. So this gives me all 4 sides 2 times, as well as these 2 diagonal 2 times. So by adding that, I got twice of sum of 4 sides is greater than twice of sum of diagonals. So see, this also can be asked in your MCQ part or in objective part, that is, in a quadrilateral sum of 4 sides is always greater than sum of its diagonals. So that is all about today's lecture. Now in next lecture we'll start classification of quadrilaterals. Over there we'll see concave quadrilateral, convex quadrilateral. Then in convex quadrilateral we'll see trapezium, kite, parallelogram, and then in parallelogram we'll see rhombus, square and rectangle. Although this all theory which we am going to explain you in next lecture is was a part of class 8 syllabus. So I request you to before you attend that next lecture of mine, please go through that theory, and that will definitely help you to understand those concepts easily. And okay, so that is all about today's lecture. Now we'll meet in next lecture. So till then, bye. Thank you. Take care. Stay at home.